I am so excited to be talking to you today about our 11/11 energy portal. And it's today, it's November 11th. I'm doing this early in the morning because my husband and I have a couple errands that we can't transfer to any other day but today. So I'm going to go through some of the ritual that I started to do early this morning that you can do at 11 a.m. or right before 11 a.m. You can do it again tonight at 11 p.m. And then there's 2 other dates that you could do this as well. So the second date in November is you could do November 19th, which when you add the 1 and the 9 together, you get a 10, and you add those together and you get a 1. So that kind of still gives you the 111. And then you also have November 29th, which is an 11. 2 plus 9 is 11. And so we still have an 11/11 energy. And I will tell you, there's some amazing energy about all of this. So I'm going to explain all of this as quickly as I can. I'm so excited. So first off, I'm going to start with lighting my white candle. This is something I do a lot when I'm going to do a ritual or something like that. I will light candles. This one that I got happened to be white. Now it's better. My white candle behind me. I normally have 2, but I could not find another one. I think everybody else is out getting like white candles as well. So that's kind of one of those like crazy things. And then I will also be doing a meditation attached in this as well. So I'm super excited about all of this. So our 11/11 energy portal is literally about moving into the gateway of the 11 energy, which is kind of like the gateway of like, what do you want to bring in? Now, talking about gateways and energy portals and pathways and all that kind of stuff should really get you think about, why are they always something that we're talking about moving on, or moving? A pathway is something we walk on. A gateway is something we walk through. And so that is a great way to think about this energy portal. Of all energy portals, it's one of those like walking in through something. What are you willing to walk into? And so many times people go, and all the kind of stuff. And it's like, no. This is an energy of you have to add to it. If you're expecting creator's energy to do this all without you, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So you have to be open to that energy. You have to be open to what's out there and what's available to you and what do you want? Because that's kind of right there is like the huge, ginormous, elephant in the room. It's one of those like, what do you want in your life? Not everybody wants a new love. Not everybody wants more money. Not everybody wants a new job. Not everybody wants... See? It's one of those when you start thinking about it, you're like, yeah, not everybody wants the same things. And I will tell you that's kind of one of the amazing things. Now, if you're watching this and you haven't watched my previous videos, go back and watch those either now or watch them later on, because it's going to give you a great insight into like what's coming up for you or what you should know as well to manifest for yourself. Now, I myself love to do meditations. I love meditations. It's something that I teach all of my students. I love doing that. So I love the meditation part of it. I love connecting with that energy. But it's kind of more not just that you meditate, it's what are you meditating? What are you meditating into? Like, what are you bringing into you with that energy? I think that's one of the amazing energies with all of this is sometimes people don't even realize like I should be desiring something. I should be talking about that. Now, if you were in my class in July when we did Christmas in July and we did our goal posters, then this is a great thing to kind of like what else on there have you not already gotten or moved into? Or if you did something in January of 2023, what did you do in January 2023? What did you want for this year? Because we're almost finished. We literally have less than 60 days of 2023. I know it sounds like crazy, but what is it that you really desire in your life? What is it? So, I mean, like, just even take a moment of like, what is it that I desire? Because a lot of people will say things like, oh, I want more money, or I want this, or whatever else. But it's like, truly, is that really going to help you? Or is that going to fix the problem? Or is that going to make you feel better? Because a lot of times people always think like, oh, money fixes everything. No, money gives you options. It doesn't necessarily fix anything. Because I know a lot of wealthy people that still have crazy problems and crazy issues that and crazy hair, that have like things that we need to be concerned about or worried about. And so as we kind of count down our clock to 11:11, let's start thinking about like, what is it that you really want in your life? What is that desire, that requirement that you're like, I really want this? So get one thing on your mind. Like if you could only make one wish, you can make more. But let's talk about the top one. What is that one wish that you're like, I would be so excited if this happened? Okay. So whatever that wish is, if it's a new love, think about all the aspects that you have learned or the lessons that you've learned with love. What is it in love that you want to bring into you? Now, I know a lot of people think like, oh, I want it to be like TV, that everything flows with ease and money is easy and this and that and da-da-da-da, and whatever issue or problem we solve or have is solved in like 30 minutes or less. That's not realistic. What's realistic is when we do have issues or problems, we're going to talk through it. When there's a problem or an issue that comes up, we're going to sit down and have a face-to-face communication about what do we both have to do to fix or change or modify what's coming in. Because that's really important, because no matter what relationship you're in, you're going to have issues. No matter what relationship you came from, different parts of the country or different parts of the world or different parts even of Texas, it's one of those, your issues or what you desire or what you want in a relationship is completely different from somebody else. So don't just be like, hey, Susie's asking for a new relationship, I'm going to do that. No, really get clear. What is it that you desire in your life? What is it that you really desire to bring into your life? And visualize that. Visualize that kind of that energy of like being with someone. What is that gonna bring to you, or what is that gonna, how is that gonna make you feel? So kind of visualize, like, is that gonna make you happy? Is that gonna make you sad? Is it gonna make you this? Because a lot of times what most people consider is like, what is the other person bringing to me? But what are you bringing to it? A relationship is two people, so we've got to bring this together. Almost everything we're asking for is bringing of two different energies. Even if it's a career, the company I want to work for has to have the same requirements that I have. It's one of those, they have to have a job available, they have to have a position available that I'm qualified for. All of that kind of stuff is kind of like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. It takes a long time to kind of really think about this, of kind of what are those really deep down things that we want to bring into us. Now, I will tell you, kind of doing some I am statements. I am drawing in a new love that, whatever it is. And everybody has different requirements. I have so many friends that have amazing relationships with their husbands, but it's one of those, if I were to live with their husband, I'd probably, I couldn't live with some of that stuff. It's one of those, from golfing all day on Saturday to being gone on the ranch all week or whatever it is. It's like, I'm like, he's a nice guy, but that's not for me. I am with the person I'm supposed to be with. So it's kind of like, what is that about me that's drawing that to me? But the relationship has to come in together. We both have to work together to make this work for us. And that's really important to kind of understand, what is it that you really desire? What is it that you really require in all of this? What is that? That's a really interesting, like, interesting there. Feeling gratitude. And sometimes when we start thinking about like our past relationships, this will come up in the opposite direction. We'll kind of feel like, oh, I was with so-and-so and it was horrible and we didn't talk well and all that kind of stuff. That relationship taught you what you want to bring into this one. You didn't have good communication there, so I'm going to have good communication here. We didn't talk well, or he always just yelled. I want someone who sits down and has a conversation when there's a problem. So that's what we're talking about. Like, what are they bringing into the thing, and what are you bringing into it? Like all those life lessons that you've had, everything that's been hard in your life. And some people are like, everything's been hard. Then great, you've had a lot of life lessons that you can bring into this. Bringing in that amazing energy is going to be helpful down the road. It's important. And so that's kind of one of those, like, yeah, let's bring in this amazing energy and bring in kind of like this awesome energy with it. Now, I know it is kind of sprinkly rainy in the Houston area, but you may be where it's nice and great outside. This is a great time to kind of go take a walk outside. It's one of those, I even do a lot of my meditations outside. So I love being out in the fresh air, even if there's not sunlight and it's raining. It's one of those, being out in nature is something that really I love. And I'm not afraid to get my feet wet. I'm one of those, like, I love walking in the mud and all that kind of stuff. So kind of bringing that energy in as well. So they're like, yes, here we go. So thinking about where you want to start this meditation. Where is it that you're ready to start this amazing meditation? Yes, let's bring all of those amazing numbers in. And I'll tell you, the other thing is, we want to open up to our angels and guides as well. We want to really open up to our angels and guides. What do our angels and guides desire us or require us to know? What is it that they're bringing into us? Now, a lot of times people always expect angels and guides to know exactly what we want. You have to have a communication with them as well. It's a relationship just as anything else. You've got to talk to them. What is it that you desire or require in what's coming in? How can they assist or help you? It's one of those, sometimes they're just showing you the right person. Sometimes they're making that right person obvious to you, that that's the right person for you. Sometimes it's just being around and keeping your energy secure because you've had bad relationships in the past. And so when you've had bad relationships in the past, it's one of those, like, any little thing happens, you're like, trigger warning, and you're ready to run out. No, let's not play that game this time. Let's stay in this relationship. Let's stay in this energy so we can work through it and hopefully become better and stronger in all of this. That's one of those really cool things. Because also the 1111 energy really can heighten our creativity and heighten our kind of like our connection back to our angels. So that is something that we can really like tap into and have our angels and guides like guide us through all of this. And I often tell people, like, when you're kind of thinking about what you want to happen and it starts coming out and you get to a point where you're kind of like, I don't like this part, then back up and make a new choice. Kind of like back up into the intersection, which we normally wouldn't do in life, but look at that intersection. Like, where do I want to change? What is it that I want to do differently? I was going this way, so maybe I want to go right or left instead of going straight. But if I went left before, maybe I want to go right. Maybe I want to go straight. That's kind of those amazing energies of connecting into this energy. What is it that I desire? And if I get to a part where I go, nah, don't want that, get back. Scoot it on back, get to that part where you're like, yes, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want to say, and bringing that to me. And that can be an amazing energy, not only for you, but for everybody else around you. Because when you start opening that manifesting energy to you, you also open it to others as well. Now, the other part I'm going to tell you in this is a really cool one, because not only do we have other dates that have amazing energy with it, but we have energy that's coming in. Just a few days from now, we are going to have our new moon I'm trying to think, I think it's in Taurus. Maybe it's not. We have a new moon coming. We have a new moon coming in Scorpio. That's what it is. We have a new moon in Scorpio. So that also opens up new beginnings and new starts. So we can keep that going. Doing our meditation today on the 11th or on the 29th or the 19th. All of those amazing days can kind of bring in more and more energy. So this is kind of one of those, like, bringing all of this in. So you can do it today. You can do it the next couple of days or so, and then keep going on. Keep manifesting. Keep bringing it to you, because every time you do it, it's kind of like you're bringing that rope in and you're kind of drawing it to you. So those are some amazing energies, and we want to align with it. If there's something that comes up that kind of goes, you know, the next person I pull into my life could be like the last one, or this new company could be like the last one. It was fine at the beginning and then it was horrible. When that comes in, it's like a blockage for you. You're blocking the energy. So work through it. And I often tell people, kind of like, change your ideas or change your thinking. Find 3 ways that your thoughts are wrong. If you're going, if you're like bringing in a new relationship, all men cheat. Well, if we think that, why do we want to be in a relationship with them? I know. So let's start going like, I know men that don't cheat. I may work with men that don't cheat. I may know friends that don't cheat, or my parents didn't cheat, or anything like that. So we can like, we fix that one. The next one is, it's one of those, maybe our old relationship, he yelled a lot or whatever it is. Maybe he yelled and screamed a lot or whatever it is. So we want relationships that are easy communication, talk to each other, communicate with each other so we can talk issues or problems out, because we're all going to have issues and problems from time to time. We just got to talk it out. The next one is, I want a relationship that lasts, because if you weren't in a relationship that lasts before, you'd still be in it. We want a relationship that's going to last, that's going to stand the test of time, that's going to grow with both of us, because who we are today is not who we're going to be in 6 months or a year or 5 years or 10 years or even 30 years down the road. We want this to change and modify with us. We want our energy to change and modify with this. Yes, we really, really do. We don't want to stay stuck in this energy, so we want to keep doing it. I will tell you, a lot of times when I'm manifesting, I consider myself kind of the flow of the energy. And so I think of myself kind of in the flow of energy, and I kind of give it like a crystalline look to it, because I love crystals. If you haven't been around, I love crystals. I love that crystalline energy. So I kind of think of that crystalline energy coming at me, hitting me, and kind of moving through me. And then through me, I get to direct where that energy flows. Do I flow it towards a new relationship? Do I flow it towards a new career? Do I flow it towards a new apartment or a new house or whatever it is? Like, where do I want to flow that energy? Where do I want to bring in that flow of energy? That's a great way to think about this, is you are now the flow. It comes to you, and then you get to direct it with your energy by your thoughts, your words, and ideas is going to be bringing in that amazing energy for you. And that's a great way to kind of really think about this and kind of really think about what you desire to bring into you and what are the things that you really want to kind of like bring in this amazing energy. So I will tell you, as we kind of count down the last couple of minutes, I want you to really think about your energy. I often tell people to put your dominant hand, whichever hand that is, over your belly button as you breathe, because you want to breathe from your nose to your belly button. You want to breathing in that deep energy. You don't want to, that's not a good energy. We want to deep down into our system and all the way out, and really kind of think about this amazing energy coming in at us, and this amazing energy of like, what do we want to accomplish or what do we want to do? That is a great way to think about this. So I've got my bowl. I love my bowl. A lot of my students love my bowl as well. So this is kind of one of those like fun energies. So get in a very comfortable spot. This is a great time to just really bring this in. And let's start this nice and slow. Let's start with a few deep breaths all the way down to our belly button with our dominant hand over our belly button. Just a couple of deep breaths. Think about the first thing that you're ready to desire in your life. See it in your mind's eye. Start adding colors to it and desires. Your picture in motion. Maybe it's the person that you're choosing to bring into your life. Maybe that person is walking towards you. Maybe y'all are walking together and holding hands. It could also be your new career. What does your business card look like? What does your office look like? How does it feel in your energy? desires in your heart? What does your heart truly desire to draw into you? If you're having any problems or any issues struggling to connect to your image, it's because you're not choosing your heart's desire. What is it that you truly require in your life right now? If you're having any problems, anything about manifesting, I want you to repeat after me. I give myself permission. I give myself permission. And then visualize. What is it that you give yourself permission to do or to have? See your heart's desire right in front of you. See it coming even closer. Let's take some more deep breaths. Deep breath in through your nose, down and through your chest, and all the way back out. Feel the energy in each of the words as you desire to bring in new things. As you continue to visualize, just allow, gift yourself the gift of permission to succeed, the gift of moving forward, the gift of having this amazing energy in your life today, right now. Feel that energy flowing into your heart chakra and then directing it wherever you desire this energy to go in your world. Family, relationships, relationships, career, friends. Is there anything else you're choosing to bring into your life? Start to visualize that. Allow your visualization to change, to bring in new opportunities, new desires. Feeling your new desires to enter your heart, your mind, and your soul with ease and comfort. Feeling it's kind of just woven into who you are becoming already. Feeling the magic and the wisdom of our higher realms opening up to you. Seeing yourself in action, moving towards the things you desire. The relationships, the friends, maybe a new career, maybe family members. Feel us all connecting and then continuing on our journey together. Feeling all of this energy, literally bringing it into the tapestry of your life, bringing it in so many different connective ways. Think about how the blessings of your new career or job, or even just loving your current job, finding that energy in everything that you do, how it blesses you, how it blesses others. Let's take a few last cleansing breaths. Deep breath in through your nose, down and through your chest, and all the way back out. Deep breath in through your nose, down and through your chest, all the way back out. One last cleansing breath. Deep breath in through your nose, down and through your chest, all the way back out.